With scaly bodies, venomous fangs, and jaws that can open wide enough to swallow anyone whole, snakes are some of the deadliest creatures out in the wild. These reptiles have aggressive tempers and predatory instincts that make them unforgiving hunters. From a snake swallowing a deer whole to an anaconda creeping up on a sleeping pig to prey on it, and two snakes going against each other in an act of cannibalism, in this video we're taking a look at 10 snake hunting moments that will give you the chills. Number 10. Snake swallows a deer whole. Despite their large size, deer are extremely common prey for a lot of snakes, especially pythons. Because deer are hoofed mammals, they can defend themselves by stomping on reptiles to kill them. But this unfortunate deer was no match for a hungry python that uses all its strength to constrict the animal, stopping its breathing. The deer is considerably larger than the snake, but once the reptile opens up its flexible jaws to start swallowing the animal, there's no stopping it. Starting from the head, the python opens its jaws wide and ingests the animal whole without any difficulty. Number 9. Squirrel falls prey to deadly snake. Squirrels are meek animals that usually only defend themselves by flicking their tails to try and distract their predators. When caught by their predators, squirrel tails actually break off and that's how they escape. But when snakes set their mind to preying on an animal, they usually never fail. While adult squirrels have quick enough reflexes to escape from these vicious reptiles, this reptile gives the squirrel no room to escape, immediately opening its jaw wide and taking the small animal in, eating it alive in a slow and painful process with all its strength. Number 8. Cow tries to run from snake. Cows make extremely easy prey for reptiles such as snakes because of their docile nature. Anacondas are constrictors that wrap their bodies around their prey to slowly squeeze the life out of them. The deadly anaconda can take down even the strongest of animals with its merciless grip and poisonous venom. This reptile right here uses all of its strength to sneak up on a cow and attack it with its powerful jaws. And once that snake has a good grip, it then starts dragging the cow back in an attempt to prey on it. The poor cow has no idea what's happening until it sees the snake. With no effort at all, the giant anaconda is able to drag the cow all the way back, not even letting the poor animal fight back for a second. The cow does try to escape, but that snake has such a tight grip on it that the poor mammal clearly doesn't stand a chance here. Number 7. Python leaps up to catch a deer. Pythons can grow up to a size of around 6 feet and become strong enough to crush even the largest of animals within minutes. While drinking water from a stream along with its pack, this deer was taken by surprise when all of a sudden a giant python leaped out of the water and grabbed it with a swift move, wrapping its strong body around the deer. The poor deer was quickly abandoned by its pack, all of whom ran to save themselves from the reptile's wrath. The snake plunges its fangs into the deer's head, coiling around it and strangling it. The deer then had no chance to escape and was ultimately killed and eaten up by the big snake. Number 6. African rock python swallows impala. African rock pythons are large, aggressive constrictors born with sharp, curved teeth that they use to wound their prey before coiling around them to suffocate them. Snakes usually feed on impalas because they are relatively slower and easier to catch. Using all its strength, this rock python has managed to take down a young impala that's much larger in size. The python then swallows the poor impala whole along with its hooves and horns, with the acid in the snake's stomach breaking down the impala over the course of many weeks. Number 5. Snake swallows capybara whole. Anacondas might not be venomous, but that doesn't make these reptiles any less scary. These snakes are constrictors that wrap their bodies around their prey to slowly squeeze the life out of them. And while capybaras are considered to be the largest rodents in the world, they are still a prey of choice for tons of snake species, especially the anaconda. This giant reptile has wrapped itself around a capybara, opening its large mouth to start ingesting the animal whole. Within a few minutes, the helpless rodent is inside the reptile's body that's grown considerably larger in size from the meal it's just had. The snake will now be full for several days later. Number 4. Python snatches unsuspecting hog. Contrary to popular belief, pigs are actually pretty great at defending themselves even against snakes. These animals have teeth and powerful jaws that they can use to bite and kill snakes. Pythons are opportunistic feeders that will eat dead animals when they come across them. These snakes usually stalk their prey for a while before striking because once they do, they snatch their kill in a few seconds. This deadly python creeps up to a pig and wraps itself around the poor animal, constricting its breathing. The pig slowly gives in and dies, leaving the snake free to feed on it. Number 3. Iranian spider-tailed viper tricks bird. The Iranian spider-tailed viper is found in western Iran and uses its elaborate spider-like tail for protecting itself and hunting for food. By moving the tip of this specialized tail, the reptile mimics a spider and lures in potent prey before striking. This snake does the same thing, and for a while, it looks like a spider is walking all over it, attracting the small bird that's hunting for food. But as soon as the bird comes close, the snake opens up its big mouth and takes the poor creature in. Number 2. Anaconda swallows pig whole. On average, adult anacondas can grow up to about 15 feet in length. These snakes usually feed on pigs since these animals make for easy prey with their slow speed. This giant anaconda makes its way inside a pig pen to go and find itself some food. The poor animal is sleeping peacefully as the reptile creeps in, its jaws ready to open wide and take the animal in. The snake slowly approaches the pig, drags it to the side, and then starts to feed on it, using its flexible jaws to eventually swallow the entire animal whole without any struggle. Number 1. Indigo snake eats python. Indigo snakes are among reptiles that will eat just about any animal if they can swallow it, including other snakes. These snakes are non-venomous apex predators that swallow their prey alive instead of constricting them. And while pythons are some of the deadliest reptiles out in the wild, this one unfortunately gets hunted down by a ruthless indigo that sneaks up on it and attacks it with a powerful bite to the neck. The python struggles and tries to wrap itself around the cannibal predator, but by then, the other reptile has already started eating it alive. Alright, comment down below what you want to see next. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Wildly for more. See you in the next one.